are just creative for the sake of being creative and free and ambitious.
I just want to tell great stories, and I want to tell different stories, and I believe as a community, as a people, it's our job to control our narrative. We don't only have to tell one type of story.
When I start to film like this, I don't really know what I'm going to do. I try to follow more the pattern of life. You don't know what you are going to do in life.
I look at myself as a storyteller and someone who wants to tell universal stories in unforgettable ways.
This is a special film for me. It's a film that has no artifice, I think. It's a film that is from my heart.
A lot of our human condition is about living together and finding ways to resolve conflict. And so you have those heroes who arise.
100 years from now, when we're all dead and gone, our film will be still here, and we hope somebody learns from it.
Good afternoon, everyone, and welcome to the 41st Toronto International Film Festival Awards Ceremony. I'm Piers Handling, Director and CEO of TIFF.
And I'm Cameron Bailey, Artistic Director of the Toronto International Film Festival. Welcome to everyone here at TIFF Bell Lightbox and to everyone watching on our TIFF live stream. And I hope that you've all got access to one of these. We want to raise a glass to you. Thank you for the last 11 days of the festival, for all of your interest, all of your passion for the movies, and thanks especially to the filmmakers and our audience.
Cheers.
Cheers.
So, can't quite believe how quickly the last 11 days have flown by. You have a good time, Cam?
I'm still having a good time.
Good, good.
Tomorrow I crash.
So, me too. Highlights have been plenty. From our spectacular opening night film and the excitement of our world-renowned audiences, to all the wonderful filmmakers and artists who have joined us in this memorable edition of the Film Festival.
Now, before we get to the awards announcements, we want to acknowledge the Mississaugas of the New Credit, the Haudenosaunee, and the Huron-Wendat, the original keepers of this land, for hosting us today and for hosting TIFF on their land every day.
This is one of our favorite events because we get to look back on the 11 special days of celebrating cinema right here in Toronto. Very special thanks goes to everyone who helped make 2016 happen and make it so memorable and contributed to its wonderful success. From our thousands of volunteers, festival venues teams, industry delegates, film publicists, members of the press corps, and last but not least, our incredible audience. I'm sure, go ahead, they're amazing. They're the best in the world, let's face it. I'm sure you'll join me in saluting them for their hard work, dedication, and boundless energy over the past 11 days.
We'd also like to acknowledge the support of the following organizations: our lead sponsor, Bell, our major sponsors, RBC, L'Oréal Paris, and Visa, our major supporters, the Government of Ontario, Telefilm Canada, and the City of Toronto, and our major industry supporters, the Ontario Media Development Corporation and Telefilm Canada. Yes. And also, a big thanks to our wonderful community of donors, members, and friends. We'd also like to acknowledge the official suppliers who are supporting today's event: Grolsch, Pepsi, and Sterling Wine.
And now let's get on to the awards. First up, we have the Dropbox Discovery Program Filmmakers Award, celebrating emerging new voices in cinema. The prize for this award is a free Dropbox for Business account for the production team. And the winner is Yanilis Perez's Jeffrey. We'd like to invite Yanilis to the stage to say a few words.
Thank you so much. I'm very grateful to have this award, and I want to dedicate this to the hero of my film, Jeffrey, and to all the kids working on the street. I know God made this happen because we need to remember that this still exists in the world. Thank you, TIFF. Thank you I want to especially thank two persons that have a very big heart and a great vision, which is Diana Sanchez and Diana Cadavid. Thank you so much for giving me this opportunity and to be part of this magnificent film festival. Thank you, TIFF. Thank you to you too. Thank you to you all. Thank you.
Congratulations, Yanilis. The next award are the Shortcuts Awards for Best Canadian Short Film and Best, the short film recognize the leading films in a very strong slate of shorts, both short and international. Each award carries a cash prize of $10,000. Over the course of the festival, our short film jury has been watching a vast number of Canadian and international short films. The jury this year includes filmmakers Abtine Bagheri, Ava Husson, and Jeff Barnaby. I'd now like to invite the short film jury to the stage to announce today's winners.
We never covered this in rehearsal. First off, I'd like to take the opportunity to thank TIFF and the filmmakers. It was truly an amazing program. I've watched a lot of short films, but I can honestly say I didn't see a bad one out of the 75. Think about that statement, 75 films, and there wasn't really any there was no mediocre films as far as I was concerned, and I just wanted to thank the filmmakers and TIFF for the opportunity to watch all these amazing films. So just get on with it. This film takes a summer in Quebec and infuses it with a ribald lyricism. Awkward moments of sexual awakening paired with self-cannibalism and self-immolation elevated above standard nostalgia. It is a film that takes chances with both its subject matter, humor, and framing it through the eyes of children. I don't know if anybody's actually seen it here in the audience, but I will never be eating a white bread sandwich again. The TIFF 2016 Shortcuts Award for Best Canadian Short Film goes to Mutants. Congratulations to the director, Alexander Dusty. Is he here?
Yes, I believe Alexander is here. Please welcome Alexandre Dosti.
I heard these guys drove back from Quebec, so. Nope. It's yours, man.
Thank you very much.
Congratulations.
Thank you very much.
Congratulations.
Thank you very much. Thank you, sir.
I'll try to be eloquent. There's just a few things scribbled on there. So first, I'd like to thank the jury. Thank you very much. I'm super happy you saw qualities and things that, make you feel something about the character in the story. I want to thank the TIFF too for this incredible opportunity to share work, vision, stories with the world. It's incredible. I want to thank my producers. I want to thank Annie Wishu. Without him, this movie wouldn't exist. He pushed me to my limit, and he, I think, bring me above them. Thank you very much for that, Annie. And I want to thank Gabriel that hopped on the project at last minute when we were shooting it. It was very ambitious. There was a lot of risk taken, and I needed a trooper, a warrior, and she did the job like nobody would have, so the film got made. I want to thank the excellent crew. The team is all-star team. If you ever look at the credit, you'll see people that you saw directed, working on other tremendous short and feature film. They are way much experienced and better than me. And to have the opportunity to work with them, I've never been to film school, but in 5 days, I think I kind of graduated because of them. And I want to thank my cast. The kids, they were all non-actors. They were picked in school on baseball field. They didn't know that they would be in a movie. And they didn't know the content of the film. We choose them because we like what they were radiate. And they brought up on screen, and I will be eternally thankful for them. I want also thanks my love. Thank you for supporting and always being there. And one last story. Like, I came back from TIFF to Trois-Rivières, which is a 6-hour drive. I came back on Saturday in the morning, like, so yesterday, very early morning. And I did my laundry, stuff like that, put order in my shit. And I was still like on a high on how incredible is this festival. And we made something to dine on, and my girlfriend bought like a bottle of champagne, and I was like, what is this for? And she was like, well, during the week you told me that at TIFF you met tremendous people, you made new friends, you saw excellent movies, and you learned new stuff. So that's why we're celebrating. So we popped the champagne and we passed out on the couch. And we woke up at 1:30 in the morning. We were all, I was like brushing my teeth. And I just look at my phone, and there was a text message from Jason. And he was like, dude, I got news for you. And we were like so like fucking high, man. And I was like, what about we're going to Toronto? And she was like, let me think about it. I'm working tomorrow. Yeah, let's do this. And I phoned Gabriel that was in Montreal. I was like, what are you up to? She was like, man, I'm partying hard. And I was like, yo, I'll be there. I'll be in Montreal in 2 hours, and we're going to Toronto. Like, something's happening. And she was like, what? Okay, cool, I'll be there. So we drove all night, and we got here, and we're still like kind of all, we got shattered by the highway and the time spent and the sleep deprivation. But we're here, and one more time, super thankful. Thanks to all of you guys. Thanks to everybody.
Alexandre, thank you so much. You know, we had the choice of having an orchestra to play off winners, but we chose not to, and it's so we can get stories like that. Thank you so much.
At least he's done his laundry.
Yes.
I haven't.
All right, next up.
So as Jeff mentioned, there are a lot of really great films. So before we get into the next award, we'd like to give some honorable mentions. For its undeniably profound impact on the festival audience and for bringing hope, humanity, and light to a subject of darkness, we would like to recognize the film The White Helmets by Orlando von Einsiedel.
Hello. One of the reasons I accepted to be part of this jury is that I'm a firm believer that we need more women in juries, as we need more women programmers and film critics. So thank you, TIFF, for that opportunity. Because you see, that's the truth of it. There is an unconscious bias. Statistically, white men, favor films made by and for men, which is why the work made by TIFF is so important. In this organization, I've seen both men and women working together to actively balance that bias. I feel it's important that we, together, women, men, and minorities, step up to the plate and shift the mainstream narrative from almost exclusively male and white to a more diverse, colorful, richer view of the world. We have power. Let's use it. So, thanks. So we are extremely proud to be able to present the honorable mention for the Short Skirts Awards to the wonderful, fresh voice of a woman director. See, she asks a very simple question, and it's hard to answer. How do you get laid when you're a woman in your 40s and have a sudden urge but no immediate solution to address it? The short film Anna answers that question with a lot of talent, humor, and delicacy. Congratulations to Orsenai for such a great film, and let's applaud her.
Orsenai is here. Congratulations.
And now, we're going to give the Shortcuts Awards for Best Film. Some films are not easy to watch, but it's a beautiful thing to find a filmmaker who has a daring voice. We felt that with this movie, we witnessed a bold, cinematic statement. and we cannot wait to see what features this director will give to the world. The Shortcuts Awards for Best Short Film goes to Imago by Raymond Ribe Gutierrez.
Please welcome Shorts programmer Kathleen McInnes to say a few words on behalf of Raymond.
To Raymond, who's watching on the live stream right now, he would like to say to the visionary Shortcuts jury, thank you for the recognition you gave for the film. To the film enthusiast people of Toronto, I wish I'm present to answer all your questions and thoughts regarding the film, which I would have loved doing. From the bottom of my heart, I'm very happy to hear the news, which I can't express precisely in words, as this is my first film. I really would love to attend the festival, but due to unexpected circumstances, I was not able to make it. I would like to thank also my film mentor, Brillante Mendoza, and script consultant, Mr. Armando Bing Leo, for all the advice. Thank you for my family for the support, my friends for the experience. I've made a film about the people striving to survive, doing things just to make ends meet, real story about real human beings, which is depressing. As a storyteller, I can only do so much. I know to change existing issues, it will take a lifetime. But I hope, at least for now, this would make a difference for the people who can do something. To all the struggling filmmakers around the world, including myself, I know the problems dealing with money, time, and opportunity, but let's just always do our best and God will do the rest. I share this award for the entire struggling artists and all the Filipino people. Congrats again to everyone. Let's continue to make films to inspire.
Congratulations to Raymond and Alexandra on your remarkable short films. Our next award, the City of Toronto Award for Best Canadian First Feature, is presented to a talented filmmaker for an accomplished debut feature and carries a cash prize of $15,000. The city has been a valued partner for many years. This year we worked especially closely together on our Festival Street initiative, and I'd like to thank Mayor John Tory and the city for their support and for sharing our vision. Please join me in inviting Michelle Alasanak, Film Sector Development for the City of Toronto, to the stage to hand out this award.
We were very fortunate to have a talented feature jury this year, and I'd like to invite the members of this jury, Anita Lee, Hal Nedzwiecki, and Mina Shum, to the stage to announce the winners. Our fourth jury member, Luke Derry, could not be with us today, but welcome the feature film jury. Thanks very much for coming.
Good afternoon. On behalf of the Canadian Feature Jury, first of all, we'd love to just say a huge congratulations to all the Canadian feature filmmakers who challenged and inspired us all week. For its remarkably mature, powerfully rendered portrait of an innocent taxi driver caught in a proto-capitalist China, the jury is pleased to present the City of Toronto Award for Best Canadian First Feature Film to Old Stone, directed by Johnny Ma.
Fortunately, Johnny could not be here today, but accepting this award on Johnny's behalf is Michael Boyack from distributor Films We Like.
I'm not Johnny, I just play him at award shows. Okay, so this is from Johnny. First, I just want to say that I am shocked. So shocked that I actually forgot to be there in person. Pause for awkward chuckles. But in all seriousness, I really do wish that I could be there to accept this wonderful honor. And thank the jury members for the kindness in giving us the nod this year with very many strong and deserving Canadian films. For this honor, I want to share it with my four producers, Wu Jinjian, Sarah Stollard, Jing Wang, and Chi An Lin, who have stuck with me when, right from the start when nobody else would. I want to thank the Canadian programmers, Steve, Magali, and Ravi, for giving us the platform here at Toronto to present Old Stone to the best audience in the world. I also want to thank Films We Like and Zeitgeist Films and Asian Shadows for taking a chance on our little film way back in Berlin when we had absolutely no buzz going into that festival. And now here at TIFF, arming our film with everything we could ask for with the help of our publicists VKPR and Gluck. And finally, I just want to thank my mother and father for taking a chance on Canada over 25 years ago when we immigrated here, so that I could have the opportunity to call myself a Canadian and be here today at TIFF 2016 to realize my dreams. Thank you.
Johnny is a real testament to the fact that Canada has a great pool of exciting new talent. Congratulations, Johnny. Up next is the Canada Goose Award for Best Canadian Feature Film. This award is bestowed on the filmmaker with the most impressive Canadian feature and carries a prize of $30,000. I would now like to invite Jackie Parid-Gianache, Chief Marketing Officer at Canada Goose, to the stage to present this award. The features jury will also announce the winner of the Canada Goose Award for Best Canadian Feature Film.
Well, first off, you guys are gorgeous this early in the morning. Thank you for coming. I want to thank TIFF for inviting us. It was a very rejuvenating, a very convivial experience in a jury, even though it was very difficult because we had so many good films. And I felt it was a restorative event, which is what Piers was saying, because we spend so much time hustling for money trying to get our stories told. It was nice just to watch our cinema. So I really thank you for that. That was amazing. 4, its uncompromising, electrifying portrait of youthful idealism and democratic exhaustion in contemporary Canada. And 4, its capacity to stir both heart and mind. The jury is thrilled, and we mean it, we're thrilled, to present the Canada Goose Award for Best Canadian Feature Film to Those Who Make Revolution Halfway Only Dig Their Own Graves, directed by Matthew Denis and Simon Lebois.
Please welcome the directors, Mathieu Denis and Simon Lavoie, to the stage.
We all have a few things to say, so I will start. Thank you, of course. I wrote a little something. When Simon and I started to work on this film, we set out to make something that would be bold and challenging and exciting, a film that would allow us to say something different in a form that would also be different. In other words, a film that would be free and would allow us to be free while we were making it. Now, when we ended up with a 3-hour-long experimental and narrative epic, we knew we were in trouble. But we also knew we would need, all the support we could get to bring this film into the world. And so I'd like to thank the Toronto International Film Festival for the incredible support it has shown us by not only selecting the film in this year's edition, but also by including it in this year's platform selection, along with a group of films made by directors whose bodies of work we admire and whose artistic integrity we try to emulate. I'd also like to thank more specifically Magali Simard, Steve Gravestock, Cameron Bailey, and Pierce Handling, because they were the very first audience for this film, and their contagious enthusiasm over it helped us carry us through to its completion and world premiere here a few days ago. So one of the themes we wanted to explore with our film is the slow but constant erosion of a certain sense of collectivity. It seems like the world in which we are living and the values by which we are living atomize each of us in our own quest for individual advancement, often at the cost of collective advancement. Which is why screening our film in a festival that is attended by so many people of so many different origins made so much sense to us. Something has to be said of the experience of watching a film, ours or others which we're playing here, alongside a group of people who come together for an hour or 2, or 3 in our case, to live through a common experience. In its own modest way, it reminds us that we are all in this together. And as filmmakers, it reminds us why we are making these films. So thank you again to the festival for giving us this opportunity. And so just quickly before I conclude, I have to thank a few people, obviously. So first and foremost, Simon, with whom I wrote and directed this film. I think we went through laughs and tears and screams and fears, but we went through them, and we went through them together, and in the end we ended up with this film. So thank you for doing this with me. Obviously, I have to thank Hani Wishu, our producer, who was the first person, basically, to not tell us that we could not do this film. And that was very important, and I think you believed in that statement all through the process. So thank you for that. And I would also like to thank our amazing actors. Two of them are here today. Charlotte Aubin, Laurent Bélanger, Emmanuel Lucien Martinez, and Gabrielle Bouliane Tremblay couldn't make it today, unfortunately. But thank you for your courage. Thank you for your generosity. Thank you for your fearlessness, and thank you for your talent. This film would not exist without you guys. So I don't think I'm forgetting anything, but maybe I am. Simon.
Thank you. I think Mathieu says great thing. I won't repeat these. I would like first to thank the TIFF and these wonderful guys. And I would say, like, you know, co-directing feature films of such a complexity is challenging, and I want really to thank my partner Mathieu and for his hard work and passion and, you know, intensity. Like he said, it was a long process. It was not easy. From back to 2012 to 2 weeks ago, actually. So the film is quite new. Our wish was to direct a film, one that would affront reality, a direct film, one that would affront reality, but also question it. And, you know, making such a film is making a statement. And in doing so, we express our ideas and we choose our side. And inevitably, we may disturb. That's why this award brings us even more satisfaction and encouragement in the path that we've chosen. Et puis en terminant, mais je voudrais dire quelques mots en français, en fait, parce que ce film s'adresse à tout le monde, mais s'adresse d'abord aux gens du Québec. J'espère que ce film-là pourra contribuer d'une certaine façon à réveiller un peu ce Québec qui dort, puis j'espère qu'un jour, le Québec pourra faire ses révolutions non pas à moitié, qu'il pourra exister pleinement. Et puis voilà, c'est un peu pourquoi moi j'ai fait le film. Mathieu peut-être est d'accord avec moi. Et je voudrais juste dire un gros merci à mon épouse. I would like to thank my wife, who was so supportive, and I love you, dear.
I'll be very brief because they said it all. It's a very radical and political, artistic movie, but still we need money to do these kind of films. So I want to give a shout out to Quebec's cultural politic, and particularly to Sodec, Haro Greenberg, Telefilm, and our post-production house, Postmodern, and our distributor, Cafilm Amérique, who helped us make that movie that we couldn't have done, obviously, without them. Thank you.
Thank you. Thank you very much. Congratulations to Mathieu and Simon and everyone from Ceux qui font les révolutions. Thank you so much to our Canadian film jury. And I'm glad the producer mentioned money, because the great thing about this radical critique of capitalism that is this film is that it comes with a cash prize for winning the best Canadian film. The FIPRESCI Awards next. For the 25th consecutive year, we're pleased to welcome the FIPRESCI jury, the International Federation of Film Critics, to the festival. The esteemed jurors at this year's festival have traveled from far and wide to be with us here today. Please welcome Stefan Mostrup, Netta Alexander, Diego Farone, Jake Howell, Louis-Paul Rioux, and Michelle Sichinski, our sixth juror, could not join us today, but please welcome the FIPRESCI jury.
Jury President Stefan Mostrup will announce the winners of the FIPRESCI prizes for the Discovery and Special Presentations programs. Over to you, Stefan.
Thank you. Good afternoon, everyone. I'd like to say a few thanks before continuing to the awards. First of all, I'd like to thank the festival for the invitation of getting the FIPRESCI jury from more or less all over the world to come to the city of Toronto. We had a very good time here, and we certainly witnessed a lot of magical moments of cinema. Also, I would like to thank my fellow jurors here for doing an outstanding job during this week, or more than a week actually. And finally, a special thanks to Laura Steen from TIFF, who did a tremendous job in keeping the jury happy throughout the festival. And now, let's start with an award to a film in the Discovery program. With a generous and poetic tone, not without a degree of anger at personal and political injustice, FIPRESCI is pleased to present the prize in the Discovery program to an exciting, unique new voice in cinema, BT Masia, for his debut feature, Kati Kati.
I believe BT is here and will come to the stage to accept his FIPRESCI award. BT Masia.
Geez, okay. To just explain how much I wasn't expecting this, I was dressed for the airport. And I stopped by the aquarium on my way before I got a call to come here. Okay, I don't know where to start, sorry, I wrote just a quick list. Thank you so much, Cameron, TIFF, everyone at TIFF for giving our little film a chance to be seen by the world. Thank you so much to the jury for this means a lot to everyone who worked on this. Yeah, just quick thanks. I'd love to thank our production team, Sarika, who gave me the call about almost 2 years ago now to work on this project. And everyone at One Fine Day Films, thank you so much. Hey, wherever the live stream is. Hey. Sorry, the amazing cast and crew. Sorry, this is overwhelming. And then, yeah, everyone who worked in it, the mentors, the cast, the crew, everyone who worked and just put their love into this project. This is the most validating and reassuring thing that could happen to the film and everyone who worked on it. Personally, I'd just like to thank my beautiful wife, who is the only person I know who was going to watch this even if I wasn't here, and I think she's watching. Thank you so much for just pushing me, supporting me, and allowing me to pursue a dream that this one's for you. I love you so much. The most supportive and forgiving parents, I apologize to Mom for not wearing a suit. She'll bring it up. My brothers, I would not be who I am without you guys. I love you so much. All my friends, the Mujingas, you guys know who you are. My tier ones, everyone at home, I love you so much. And I dedicate this to Julie and Wairema, who inspired the story. Thank you.
And now our award to a film in the Special Presentations program. For its ambitious rendering of a woman's Kafkaesque struggle as she takes on the Chinese legal system, and for its unique style and aesthetic choices, creating a spectacle both striking and disturbing, FIPRESCI presents the prize in the Special Presentations program to I'm Not Madame Bovary by Fang Xianggang.
Fang Xiaogang is in San Sebastian right now, but he has sent us this message.
Hello everyone, thank you Toronto International Film Festival for awarding I'm Not Madame Bovary with the FIPRESCI Critics Prize. It's a great honor.
大家好，我们现在在这个西班牙的塞巴斯蒂安这个电影节。 然后今天我们听到一个非常好的消息，就是多伦多电影节有一 个国际影评人协会的影评人奖，给予了我们的电影《我不是潘金莲》，然后非常荣幸啊，然后这也是这个我们的女主角冰冰努力的结果，
是导演努力的结果。
非常感谢，非常感谢，谢谢。
Thank you, everybody.
That's great. That was director Feng Zhougang and star Fan Bingbing from the film I Am Not Madame Bovary, which we were very honored to present the world premiere of here in Toronto at the very beginning of the festival. Thank you to the FIPRESCI jury for your ongoing commitment and support of our festival, and congratulations to Feng Zhougang and to Mbiti Masia as well. We appreciate your bringing your films to us. We're pleased to host the Network for the Promotion of Asian Pacific Cinema, or NETPAC, jury for the 5th consecutive year. The jury for 2016 includes Jeanette Paulson-Herenico, Bina Paul, and Sabrina Baracetti. Every year, the festival has been fortunate to host some very significant Asian films as part of our programming lineup at the festival. I'd now like to invite jury members Bina Paul and Jeanette Paulson-Herenico to the stage to announce this year's NETPAC Award for World or International Asian Film Premiere.
Hi, I'm Bina. I've come from India. So on behalf of the jury, we would like to begin with thanking TIFF for an amazing 10 days. Not only the films, but the organization, and of course, your wonderful volunteers. As a jury, we would especially like to thank Amar Keshodia, the young man who was not only a perfect host, but displayed such a passion for cinema that it infected all of us. Thank you, Amar, very much. NETPAC, the Network for the Promotion of Asian Pacific Cinema, in its 25 years of existence, has dedicated itself to putting Asia and now Pacific cinema center stage. To this end, not only do we give a NETPAC award at over 30 festivals worldwide, but organize conferences, publish books, and are involved in the pedagogy of Asian cinema. Many films have begun their journeys by winning this award. I now invite Jeanette Herenico, my colleague, to announce the NETPAC Award for TIFF 2016.
Aloha. There were 13 terrific feature films nominated from Asia and Pacific, giving us reason to debate and deciding in discussions the winner in a very stiff competition. What's historically notable is that TIFF is the first festival in the world where NETPAC competition includes films made by Pacific Islanders. In the end, this is what we, the NETPAC jury, wrote about the winner. A confident debut about 3 contemporary Palestinian women living in Tel Aviv, whose strong bond of sisterhood supports an exploration and shift in relationships, careers, and sexuality. The winner of the NETPAC Award for a World or International Asia-Pacific Film Premiere is by director Mai Saloon Hamoud for In Between.
Please welcome TIFF programmer Jane Schuttel, who will accept this award on behalf of Mai Saloon Hamoud.
I was able to reach Mai Saloon Hamoud also in San Sebastian, where she's presenting the film, and she would like to say that she is honored that the new wave of Palestinian cinema is getting such recognition and hopes that it will pave the way for others. Thank you.
Our next award is the Toronto Platform Prize. This is TIFF's jury program, which champions director cinema from around the world. We created this program as a way to sharpen our focus on artistically ambitious films, and we were thrilled to put the spotlight on the 13 brilliant filmmakers who presented their work in the festival this year. This award carries a prize of $25,000. The 2016 platform jury is comprised of directors Brian De Palma, Mahamat Saleh Haroun, and actor Zhang Ziyi. We're delighted to welcome Zhang Ziyi to announce the winner of the Toronto Platform Prize.
Good afternoon, everyone. First of all, I would love to thank TIFF, Cameron. Thank you for giving me this great opportunity to watch so many beautiful movies. And please receive some tickets for next year for me, please. All right. The jury awards a special mention to a film that is a metaphor for our time. In an age of technology, this film uses masks to reconnect its characters with human instinct and emotion. The platform special mention goes to Hima Hima, Sing Me a Song While I Wait, directed by Kenzie Noble. And now for the platform prize. Our decision was unanimous. We found one film that combined an extraordinary script with precise direction and unforgettable acting. For its exploration of the myth of American Camelot and its preeminent performance by Natalie Portman. The 2016 platform prize goes to Jackie, directed by Pablo Larraín.
Unfortunately, Pablo could not join us today, but I believe he has sent us a short message. Let's roll the tape.
For sure, we know he's the best. All right. Yeah.
Thank you so much. Thank you, Dee. Congratulations to Pablo. We will take this award and make sure that it gets to him. And maybe that can be in shortcuts next year, that little Pablo Larraín item. I understand that the director of the special mention and platform, Kensei Norbu from Hema Hema, is still be in Toronto. Is he here today? He's not. Okay. Okay. Well, please extend our congratulations to him for that film.
Thank you.
Our next awards are the People's Choice Awards, generously supported by Grolsch. Now in its 39th year, the Grolsch People's Choice Award is presented to the biggest crowd pleasers as selected by festival audiences. Prizes are also awarded to the most popular films in the Midnight Madness and documentary programs. These awards really do have a special place in our hearts because they're selected by our Toronto audiences, who are incredible. Filmmakers bring films to our festival in part because of the savvy, discerning, and enthusiastic audiences we are so lucky to have here in Toronto.
Moviegoers have cast ballots for their favorite festival film since 1978, and they've done it again this year. Toronto audiences have shown themselves to be very skilled at choosing films that go on to critical acclaim and prestigious awards. Previous winners of the People's Choice Award include Lenny Abramson's Room, Steve McQueen's 12 Years a Slave, and Danny Boyle's Slumdog Millionaire, just to mention a few. Every year we present a free screening of the People's Choice Award winner for Toronto audiences, and we're hosting this fantastic event tonight at 6 p.m. at Roy Thompson Hall. So if you haven't seen the film, don't miss it.
And it's free. So here we go. The second runner-up for the Grolsch People's Choice Midnight Madness Award is Julia Ducournau's Raw. We're all going to be eating brunch later, so don't see Raw anytime soon. Wait. And the first runner-up is Andre Overdal's The Autopsy of Jane Doe. And the winner of the Grolsch People's Choice Midnight Madness Award is Ben Wheatley's Free Fire. Free Fire is distributed in Canada by Elevation. I want to welcome Laurie May and also the programmer for Midnight Madness, Colin Geddes, to the stage to accept this award. Here's Colin. Laurie's on her way.
So we haven't been able to reach, we've only just reached Ben because he's been in a cinema with his son watching Hunt for the Wilder People. And so we had a prepared message from the producer, but I've literally just gotten text from Ben. Hey Colin, just left the cinema, phone turned off like a proper cineast. Then suddenly got the news. Can't tell you how thrilled I am. Bloody hell. The screening was great, but so was the rest of the lineup. It's an honor to get an audience award, more than any other type, really. Hell, it was an honor just to be in the cinema with all them whooping and laughing. Thanks to TIFF for all the support over the years, and long live Midnight Madness.
I'll be brief. I'll just say on behalf of everyone at Elevation, we just want to thank TIFF for the incredible programming, and we are just thrilled to be back at the festival last year for Room, the year before for Imitation Game, here now for Free Fire. This film really rocks, and everyone that's involved in the film, from protagonist, the foreign sales agents, A24, the very cool U.S. distributors, Film 4 who backed the film, WME who sold it. It's a rockin' fun fest. There are some of the best lines you'll ever see in a movie. I actually told my daughter this morning, Brie Larson again delivers with "We can't all be good girls." So it's really fun. There's great. I can't remember what team I'm on or what side I'm on. It's rollicking good fun, and so thank you to the Midnight Madness audience. Thank you to all the TIFF audience, and thank you for TIFF. It's an honor and privilege for everyone at the Elevation team to be involved with this amazing festival and to celebrate such amazing films. So thank you.
Thank you, Laurie. Thank you, Colin, and congratulations go to Ben. Now on to the Grolsch People's Choice Documentary Award. The second runner-up is Fisher Stevens' Before the Flood, and the first runner-up is Steve James's Abacus, Small Enough to Jail. And the winner of the Grolsch People's Choice Documentary Award is Raoul Peck's I Am Not Your Negro.
Kudos to Raoul for this very well-deserved win. He can't be with us today, but he did send a statement. He says, I would like to thank the generous Toronto audience at TIFF for voting I Am Not Your Negro as the winner of the Grolsch People's Choice Documentary Award. We are truly grateful for this honor. For me, this reaffirms that the public and the ordinary citizen are longing to be addressed as adults and as intelligent human beings. This prize is the very appropriate answer to the cynicism, gloomy polemic, and ignorance in our everyday lives and the general political discourse. It is a vivid proof that knowledge and truth are the best tools we have to make a difference. My profound thanks to James Baldwin, this man, this poet, and humanist for having been a pioneer, an inspiration, and a generous elder to all of us who are stumbling on his path. That's from Raoul Peck.
And finally, the Grolsch People's Choice Award. The second runner-up is Mira Nair's Queen of Katwe. The first runner-up is Garth Davis's Lion. And I'm very pleased to announce that the 2016 Grolsch People's Choice Award goes to Damien Chazelle's La La Land. I'd like to invite Mark Sloan from E1 Films Canada to join us and say a few words.
I have it somewhere. You don't have it?
No, I thought you
Okay, I thought you had it. Okay, we're looking for a statement from, and we will be saved by Tanya. Thank you so much. There you go. We get these statements moments before the ceremony starts, and thankfully we have one.
We did. We were able to reach out, and we did get in touch with Damien, but it's on paper, so I won't be reading off of a phone today.
Mark. Don't drop that.
Thank you, Pierce. On behalf of Damien, he writes, I am overjoyed that La La Land has received the Grolsch People's Choice Award. Getting to even make this movie was a dream come true, and to see it connect with Toronto audiences in this way is deeply gratifying. I wanted this film to speak the way that even the most far-fetched dreams can guide us, and everything about this moment feels surreal. I am honored and utterly indebted to an incredible cast and crew, and to TIFF, thank you from the bottom of my heart. Nice.
Thank you. Thank you so much, Mark.
And just on behalf of Entertainment One and Lionsgate and the film's producers, we just wanted to thank TIFF and the jury for showing this film. It's an incredible romantic drama with amazing music, and it will be on screen this fall. I encourage everybody who hasn't seen it yet to go check it out. Thank you very much.
Thank you, Mark. Congratulations to all of the award winners today. At TIFF 2016, it's been a big year for us. We've welcomed more than 497,000 attendees, over 5,500 industry delegates, and 1,300 media to talk business, make deals, watch movies, and report on everything happening in our festival village. Screening 397 feature and short films from 83 countries, this year's festival has been one of the most diversely rich and entertaining festivals in the 41-year history of TIFF.
Our goal to bring film to Canadian and global audiences continues 365 days a year, and our focus on community programming, outreach, and educational initiatives will not waver as we drive forward our charitable mandate of bringing the power of film to life. And although this year's festival is coming to a close, we certainly don't have much downtime. Our full programming lineup is exciting and ambitious, including the celebration of 50 years of Star Trek, a Rainer Werner Fassbinder retrospective, and a spotlight on the beautifully animated work of Studio Ghibli. And of course, we will kick off 2017 with Canada's Top 10 Film Festival and our sesquicentennial celebrations. Can't wait to see you at TIFF Bell Lightbox over the next few months.
Those infinite views will continue infinitely, we hope. On behalf of TIFF, thank you for joining us for this year's festival and for being here today. I also want to extend a special thanks to the hundreds of people on TIFF's staff, the thousands of volunteers, and the programming team especially, who've done a remarkable job once again this year. We take a brief pause, a brief rest, and we will be back working on next year's festival right away, so please mark your calendars. We'll see you back here in Toronto, September 7th to 17th, 2017, for our 42nd festival. Thanks, everyone.
See you next year.